What's up, y'all? This is me, Erica, and this is your Real Housewives of Salt Lake City review. Let's get right into it. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know that you stopped by. We are out here just talking about the episode. To me, it wasn't that exciting. They were at Sundance, so it was a bunch of stuff surrounding Sundance. We start off with Jen Shaw. She's in her office roller skating and hula hooping, which was hilarious as hell. And she is throwing a VIP party for her cousin who is premiering a film at Sundance. And we also are looking at Lisa and her husband, Lisa Barlow. We know her as the Sundance Queen, is what everybody was saying. And during this time, she's letting us know that she has nonstop events. She's one of 6 children, and that she has always learned to work really hard. And she gives that credit to the Church of Latter-day Saints because they promote an idea or an ideology that you should be in constant pursuit of bettering yourself. So I thought that was interesting. I love the religious aspect of this show, and how they do speak about their religion or their faith a lot. I do appreciate that. Whitney is having a hot tub party with Jen. She wants to basically bring her over to warn her. Basically, what I got from that meeting is that she wanted to warn her that when we go to my husband's birthday party, you need to behave like you got some sense. That's what I got from it. But she comes out in her little one piece. She says she's Cardi B classy. And it was funny because when she was in her office and she was doing her little roller skating and hula hooping, it reminded me of Cardi B. It was funny. But you know, Whitney is letting us know she's throwing Justin a 50th birthday party, and she makes sure that she throws him a really nice birthday party every year because he's sacrificed a lot. He's sacrificed a lot, you know, being kind of disfellowshipped, leaving the church, you know, their whole little story. So she tries to make sure that she always gives him a really nice birthday party. They're in the hot tub, and of course Jen talks about Mary. She don't have anybody else to talk about. She's like, I don't have any issues like Mary does. And I was being emotional and I was sharing with you, and Mary just attacked me. And I don't like that she called me hoodlum and ghetto. I don't care that she married her grandfather. She mentions it again. So we see that she has a real problem with that. And I think that's part of their issue. I don't think it's cool that if we are supposed to be friends, that, you know, I'm living this kind of odd, socially unacceptable relationship, and you continue to use that as ammunition when we are in conflict. I don't think that that's cool. That's like getting into a fight with a friend. The things that you've shared with them that is vulnerable, that's hurtful. And it lets you know, like, what do you really think about me? So I'm with Mary. Mary's like, I'm done with Jen, and I feel her. But she just basically, Whitney just basically told Jen no bullshit will be tolerated. We are not, I'm letting you know now, Mary's probably gonna come, but I don't want any foolishness out of you. I'm just letting you know. She says Mary's not gonna be on the party bus. She's not cool like that. So Mary, it goes to the scene with Mary. Now Mary is sitting there with her grandmother's brother's daughter, which makes her a cousin, second cousin. And she says she doesn't really know her, but that she's come over her house and to watch her son or to visit their son, and she just never really left. And she's like, she's family, but I don't really know her. We're not really close like that. I thought that was weird. How do you not get to know somebody who's been around you all that time? You just keep that space in between you. Mary is strange. That's strange. That's a little strange for me. While she was, whatever she was doing in her closet, I guess she was getting ready for the party, but Heather calls her, and Heather warns her, hey, listen, Jen is going to be at this party, at Justin's party. I just want to let you know. Basically, Whitney was on Jen Shaw, and Heather was on Mary, letting them know, bitch, we're celebrating Justin's 50th birthday party. Don't come there with no bullshit. She just, that is what those two scenes look like for me. She says she wants to talk to Jen because she wants to be able to coexist in a group. I don't want to be mad at anybody. I don't want to be arguing with anybody. So they get on the party bus. It was a mess. Some struggle twerks we saw. They give a toast to Justin. And then after the toast, Jen asks, where is Mary? Is Miriam Cosby here? And she was like, yeah, the last time I checked, she was here. And you see Mary over there, and she's I was like, what is Mary? Girl, what's going on? I said, Mary was she was feeling herself, or was she raising her hand like, girl, I'm over here? I don't know what she was doing. Mary says, let me go over there and talk to her. So it was funny the way Mary kind of like walked up to Jen, and she was like, hey, Jen, what's up? What's going on? I was like, okay, Mary. Mary walked up. She was like, what's up? What's going on? You know, and she was like, you look cute. You know, you look cute, girl. And she was like, you know, that's how you get somebody like that. Somebody who's like, you got to tell them they're pretty or cute to kind of like soften them up to get your way in there. And she just told Mary that you hurt my feelings. You hurt my feelings. And she was like, well, that wasn't my intention. If I cut you off, it wasn't my intention. She was like, I was trying to open up and explain to you why I am so passionate. And then Mary goes, well, you know what? You really said some things to me. You know, you called me a grandfather. And she was like, I never said that. But the first thing I thought to myself, I was like, Jen was super duper drunk. So it's a possibility that she didn't remember that. That's the first thing that I said. And then she says, you know, I was really drunk. And then Mary in her interview goes, girl, do you have a twin? That was you. You said that. You said that mess. Did she apologize? I don't remember if she apologized. Like, if I did say that to you, I'm really, really sorry. I should not have said anything of that sort to you. She didn't, I don't think that I heard her apologize, but I'm not sure. Y'all let me know in the comments. I'm not sure if Jen apologized for that. Mary in her interview goes, you're fake. And I'm done with her. I'm done with her. Is that okay to say? I'm done with her. I was like, okay. Meredith is getting ready for Park City Fashion Week, and her son Brooks, who is a fashion designer, and he has some track suits that he's going to be showcasing at one of the first fashion weeks in Park City during Sundance. And he's kind of upset because dad can't be there. He's starting his new business. He's in a different state, but he does leave him a message, a nice message. And he tells him, you know, go get him, champ, basically. He gives him that kind of motivational message. But of course, Brooks is still not satisfied. He seems to be a child that, I'm saying a child, but he's growing up. I think he's 18. Is he 18 or 19? I think he's 18 or 19. But he seems to be someone who's hard to please. And and spoiled and entitled. Lisa is having this huge party where I thought it was cute when she was peeling those things off the wall. Very cute idea. We love parties that have really cute idea, and you peel away the things off the wall, and on the other side is a prize. I thought that was really, really cute. The babysitter, Jack and Henry's babysitter, calls Lisa, and Lisa is like, you know, you have to compartmentalize you know, being a mom and being a businesswoman, and I have to sometimes shut that other part off. And I know that they're okay. They call her, she doesn't answer. They were like, dang, she's not even answering. I thought it was cute. But you just have to understand, what do you guys think about that? Do you think that as a woman, if you have children, as a mom, you have children, and then you have your business, that you really, when you're focused on your business, you can't really be thinking about, you have to compartmentalize? Do you feel like that women do that, or that you have to do that? Let me know down in the comments. Heather and Whitney, they are sitting, I love that they're cousins, and I love that they spend a lot of time with each other. They went out to a bar, and I thought it was hilarious how Heather was explaining the restrictions of alcohol and how alcohol has to be served in Utah, how they have, the drinks have to be watered down. You can't have more than 2 drinks on your table at a time. And so they're very much so watered down. So she was like, I always have to forget when we come out that we're basically going to have, you know, watered down alcohol. She orders a Mexican mule, and I was like, okay, what's that? I guess I figure it's tequila instead of whatever comes in a Moscow mule. Moscow mules are so good. Ginger, what is it? Ginger beer? What else is in a Moscow mule? Y'all tell me down in the comments. I can't even remember. I just know they're just so good and refreshing. And she said a Mexican mule, and I was like, a burro? I was like, girl, what are you talking about? Shout out to East LA. She asked Whitney, was she happy being married? And she was like, I really am. I'm really happy in my marriage. And she was like, oh my God, because I see that you're happy, and I just don't know if I'm going to have that for myself. I chose lifestyle over love, and I chose faith over love. And I just want to be with someone who sees me for who I am and love me for who I am, not for who they want me to be, is basically what Heather's issue is. She regrets not exploring herself. She regrets not having a lot of sex, growing up and not understand. And when she says a lot of sex, I think it's funny because at one point she said she wanted, what did she say? She was looking for sex, not looking for love. Because I think what she is saying is she didn't get a chance to explore her sexuality, and she didn't get a chance to have multiple sex partners to understand what she liked and what she didn't like. I don't think she wanted to be a whore in per se the way that we have been socialized to believe that women who have a lot of sex are whores. I think she was just really explaining that I just didn't get a chance to do that. And I think it does women a disservice. I think it does people a disservice to not explore that as they're growing, to find different, because different partners give you different things, and it's just true. And she just didn't get to, she was a virgin when she got married. So girl, get to fucking, okay? Get to fucking. She just says, no one likes me. And she says, it sounds like you're just making an excuse. It sounds like you're making an excuse. And she was like, no, I just feel like nobody likes me. I'm a single mother. I have kids. I drink. And basically what she's saying, in her community, she's not valuable. Girl, Black single mothers aren't valuable either within their community. Don't worry about it, girl. It's so funny that when at the minute you come in contact with a man and you have children with him, and if the relationship doesn't work out, when that man goes, you're no longer valuable to your community, which is unfortunate. But in a patriarchy, a man being beside you deems you valuable. That's what's going on over at Potomac, all that bullshit that's happening over there. Shaming someone for not having a man sitting behind them, so that makes you less important and less valuable. What I do also think is that a lot of Heather's issue is that she comes off very strong. When she was mingling with that guy, she was just seemed like she was trying too hard. Like she was being, I'm just trying too hard. And she did say that she's very much aggressive. And that it seems like she's cracking jokes, trying to get someone to like her. And my only advice to Heather would be just be yourself. And if you want somebody to like you for who you are, just be yourself. Don't try to impress them with your corny jokes. She wants the fairy tale, and Whitney, pats her on the back basically and tells her, you will get your fairy tale. Stop lying. Jen has her premiere party. Sharif, hello. Somebody on Twitter was like, can we see more of Sharif and less of Brooks? Hello. Sharif was cute. I was like, how old is he? 24? He was really cute. So they have a large party, and I'm just looking at the mass of people in Jen's house, and I feel like Jen's house is rented. I think somebody did say that chalet is rented for the show, and I would have done the same thing. All them damn people. I was like, how does she have all them damn people in her house like that? Just strangers, like literal strangers in your house. That's not your house. I don't think that's her house. Yes, Heather says she's always looking for sex and not looking for love. I said, shout out to Heather. Let me tell you something. I like Heather and Whitney the most out of everybody. I don't know why. I didn't think I would, but I like both of them. I just don't like Heather's approach in objectifying Black men. But Black men love to be objectified, so have at it, girl. And Lala from Vanderpump Rules shows up. They are Park City, I guess, Park City natives. They're from Utah. I didn't know Lala was from Utah. I knew that Katie was, but I didn't know Lala was. So they watched the independent film. It's a rag to riches story about a local Utah rap group. It looked like they had a great time. Lala and Katie asked Heather, is she dating? And Jen is basically acting like Heather's wingman. They get this black dude flirting. She just comes off strong, and it seemed like she was doing a stand-up routine. I was like, Heather, relax. Just relax, girl. But she does describe her approach as aggressive, because I put comes on strong. I wasn't going to use aggressive, right? That's the buzzword this week. Happy Friday. I didn't even realize it was Friday. Anyways, it was funny when Whitney yells at her, remember who you are, return with honor. She said that's what the Mormon parents tell you when you leave. Return with honor, honey. She's gonna have to get some snow off her knees. That's what it looked like was about to happen. Shout out to Heather, who's looking for sex and not for love. I was here for that. Brooks has his fashion show. He's getting ready for his fashion show. Of course, he's late, and he's riddled with anxiety, and he doesn't know what to do, and he's peeling off his face mask and everything like that. All of a sudden, she was like, listen, you cannot show up late. This is not a social event. This is a business event. You need to show up on time. That's one thing that my grandfather was very much military, but he was very much like, be on time. It's better to be 10 minutes early than a minute late. He did not play that shit at all. I don't play that either. Be on time, respect people's time, have respect for people's time. Time is money, so respect it. And so you do have to teach your kids that. And he was 45 minutes late. He was 45 minutes late. The toilet started overflowing. I don't know what kind of sensors they have. Maybe they have a flood sensor, but the toilet was overflooding, and then all of the alarms started going off. The dog was shitting on the floor. The alarms were going off. Bitch, it was a fucking mess. They finally got out of there, but they were 45 minutes late. He ignored the dog shit on the floor. I don't know if anybody noticed that, but that's what happened. So they get to the fashion show. It was funny because Brooks in his interview was like, I'm just really excited. I just don't know how I got this opportunity. You knew, and you had to check yourself right then and there. Yes, of course, I know, obviously, my mom. Yes, your mom gave you that opportunity, little white boy. Your mom gave you that opportunity. You just didn't get it out of the air. If it wasn't for your mother, you would not be presenting in the fashion show. You would not, okay? He gets the message for his dad. Of course, he's still unhappy about it. And Meredith is dealing with some guilt. She's like, I really wanted to be a good mom. I screwed up because I didn't protect my children. I mean, if you want to feel that way, fine. But if you're not getting along with their father and you need to divorce, you have to come to an understanding that that is going to be difficult for children. And it's not that you failed your children. You actually, if you're going to make yourself happy by getting out of a relationship that makes yourself miserable, in the long run, your children are going to be so happy to see their parent happy. They're going to see a difference, because right now what they're looking at, two unhappy people, they think that that's normal. And if they continue to see that and absorb that, they are going to think that that is how you navigate relationships. And you're doing them more of a disservice by staying a miserable parent than you are by being a happy single parent, or whatever the man on the side that you have, Meredith. So that's how it ends. Pretty much. We'll see what happens next week. Y'all let me know what you think of the episode. Let's get down in the comments. Protect your energy and take care of each other. Peace.